Okay, welcome. I'm back. Okay, let's see. Got Lucy behind me. Okay, so let's find out.
Is there anyone on?
Is anyone on? Not yet. I'm still talking because people turn on the video and watch.
But no one's on.
Oh, now they are. But I'm still gonna tell.
You don't know when it's on?
Well, yeah, because people don't watch it live. So what am I gonna do? Stay silent? Hey, let me play silent. Let's see. Are we gonna do fire or air? Fire or air? Come on, my little Scorp. She says fire. She says fire. Let's see if her intuition is correct. What comes up? Fire or air? Fire or air? That's way too many. Lucy, why are you pushing me? Why are you pushing me? Fire or air? What do we get? We got the Queen of Pence. Fire or air? Six of Chalices. All right. Ten of Chalices. We've got an emotional weekend, huh?
You buy an extra chalice for you, and I give you $10.
We got the Emperor, so we're doing fire. What?
About $5 cash and a $10 Visa card, and next time you need possibly get them.
All right, how about you just go get some later? What time's it got work?
4.
Okay.
Right.
So
It's Friday?
say it's Friday.
Yeah, 4.
I won't be home tomorrow night either.
Why?
Will you be home?
Where are you going?
Well, I'll tell you after. But like,
Okay.
will you be home tomorrow night?
Oh no, I'm going to Jade's.
You sleep at Jade's?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just take Lucy with me. All right.
Okay.
Come right back up. All right. So fire. The Emperor came out. So you could be dealing with an Aries or somebody who's older or entrepreneur. Look at my little goatee. Look at my little goatee. Say hi, Ma. Hi, Ma. It's my baby. It's my little snuggle bugs. It's my little snuggle buggies. Oh, rub my belly. Oh, rub my belly. Oh, yeah, rub my belly, Mama. So cute. So, can't keep my hands off of you. You be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. Hey, Mac. Macky Mac and the Funky Bunch. Macky Mac and the Funky Bunch. So, fire. Fire, fire, fire. Ooh, what song just came to me? Sublime? No. Rage. Is it the Rage of the Machines? Is it Rage of the Machines? I don't know. Jigga. But actually, it's RZA. I'm like, Jigga. Wu-Tang and Rage of the Machines. I think they're going to do a concert together. That'd be a good concert. So, you got separation. So, you're not with someone, or you're about to split with someone. Someone pulls at your heartstrings. Use an old hippie. We got a heart-to-heart conversation. Oh, you guys gonna get all sentimental? Which would be different from the other two signs we just read. Aries, Leo, Sag. Ooh. My root chakra. Someone's root chakra is opening right now. Wow. We just had one with a heart chakra opened. What was that? I think that was water. Oh, very uncomfortable. It almost reminds me of like back labor. That was a bitch. All right, so engagement. That was the same exact placement, that card, with the last one I did too, which was water. That was with the heart chakra. Okay, so I swear, who sings that song? By the moon and the stars in the sky, I'll be there. God, what old school music coming through. So separation, heart to heart. Love yourself first. I didn't even see that come out. An engagement. I didn't even see that one come out. Like, where did you come from? I didn't even see that. Oh, but that's because my root chakra opened or activated. So that's like some power there. All these, yeah. All for one. Yeah, it was all for one, actually. June, I like your name. I like your name. Hey, June. Even though I just sang all for one. Man, and New Kids on the Block came out earlier, too. It's got to be an era thing. Era. Not like an era, but an era. A generational era. Not like you made an era. Jesus. So, fire. Fire, 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 fire. Fire. Ooh, it's bringing me back. This one cat is bringing me back to, like, classic rock. There's something there. So, tell me about separation. This is either E-R-A. Era. Maybe it's the end of an era. Okay. You have the Chariot, the Queen of Wands, and the Ten of Chalices. Yeah, you're going towards someone. But could be Cancer or Sag. Got 2 Cancer cards. Damn, my back. I don't know if something might be happening with your back right now, because it's going up to my neck. It's like, you don't know if you guys are on the same page or not. Like, can we go in the same direction? Because I feel like we're going in 2 different directions. You want to be very attentive to someone. Looks like you may have walked away from someone that made you happy. But you ask me, you're walking towards passion. Oh, sweetie, I think I accidentally took you off as a monitor yesterday. I'll put you back on. I don't think I can do it right now. Oh, I can. All right, I put you back on. So you are going towards someone, which probably means you'll have to leave someone. Something like that. Tell me about a hat to hat. It's the Page of Wands. Y'all up in someone's something. We have one shoe here. What is this, like a Cinderella thing? Cinderella lost a shoe, right? Yeah, it was Cinderella. Cinderella. Someone might have really long hair too. I never noticed her hair here. Believe it or not, I've had this deck for 2 years. That's weird. And I don't know where his other leg is. Jesus, like what? And I don't know if she's got a stocking on, one off, or she might have, what's that disease called? Michael Jackson had it. Figaro? No, it's Vigilagro. It's something like that. Actually, my Caden, my son actually has it. And you only notice it in the summer when he's tan. There's something going on with that too. Yeah, something like that. But like, you can't see one of his legs. And it's like, I don't know if one's stocking's on, one's off. There's only one shoe. Look how long her hair is. I've never noticed that. Her draping, like a drape, like her dress reminds me of like a curtain. It's very dainty. It's beautiful. It's right up my alley, actually. But this is, it's almost, I think you want to have a conversation, but one thing leads to another, because this is more than a conversation. So you want more than just a conversation. You got the world reverse, which means something's not wrapped up yet. Tell me about the Page of Wands. I don't know where his other leg is. What is he doing? Like a balancing act? She's on one leg, he's on the other. It's like the two of you balance each other out. I've never noticed that or read that card like that. Like, it's something about you two. The Hermit. I think you want the conversation. No, you have an opportunity to have a conversation, but you're not. I don't know if you think this person is with someone else right now, because it's like the passion is gone. Like, but you let the fire burn. You're picturing that person with someone else down in the dumps. You got feelings for him. It's like, this could be like a past life. You guys, you can picture yourselves under the moonlight. You might have had a night like that, or this is you. To me, she's like in a wedding dress. You guys are all up in your emotions. I think you think the passion's gone. Like, every time you feel it, it's like you talk yourself out of it. It's not enough self-worth here. There's not enough self-respect. I don't know if you feel like a lack of attraction, or like, but this would be you feeling like not adequate enough. There is something, but it's like you want something to escalate, but you're putzing. Hi everyone. We're doing fire. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I don't know whatever that's from. You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. You drive a young man insane. Something, I don't know. Tell me about love yourself first. So this is you with that questioning energy. Like, am I good enough? Am I something? Like, you're not putting yourself first this weekend with something. You're separated from somebody that makes you happy with the Ten of Chalices, someone you're very attracted to, that's passion. It could be a Cancer or a Sag. You secluded yourself from someone you're extremely passionate about, someone you want to have a conversation with, but like, you don't have the confidence to pull it off or something. But you want something to move forward. The sun just came shining down on this card. So you could be dealing with a Leo, or it's just there is something that is more positive than you think. It's just the way it's shining perfectly down too, and it's like on a lamb. So I don't know if something needs to be sacrificed. Is that a lamb? What is that? It's actually part of her dress, and I just saw a lamb. It's literally part of her dress, but to me, the way the sun shined on it, it legitimately looked like a lamb. And instantly I thought of something being sacrificed. So Tell me about love yourself first. So, damn, you are so worried or scared about letting go, allowing someone to love you. Like, look at his hands holding on to the pole. Like, I'm not letting go. But, like, there's some fear here. You got the Star and the 10 of Pence. So, you could be dealing with an Aquarius, but to me, this is, you want to nurture something you're not. It's like following destiny. You know something is destined. I don't know if you're questioning, like, can it last a lifetime? It's like you want it to. But you're almost questioning, like, well, if it's meant to be, why do I feel this way? You're definitely secluding yourself from someone. You got a lot of passion for somebody, but you're worried, like, yeah, you got to sacrifice something. But there's no sacrifices being made. Tell me about engagement. Now, this is something that can escalate quick if you choose to commit to something or someone. You definitely have like a telepathic connection, whether you're aware of it or not. You're definitely trying to pull someone towards you, which is kind of wrong. Especially if you're secluding yourself from this person. It's manipulating energy, and it's the way you're going about it is wrong with something. 6 of Wands. Yeah, but see, something's going to be victorious. Something's going to go in your favor. It's very positive. You guys are very touchy-feely, hands-on, passion. There's nothing rough here. There might be a little insecurity, a little hesitation. So I rub his back. So you rub my back, I rub your back. Might be something with the color green, like a army green. There's some type of army connection too. That came through, and looks like she's wearing a duffel bag. I think that came through in Earth. Tell me about engagement. So this is just something that can escalate quick. You got the Ace of Swords. It looks like there's a conversation that's necessary. Something needs to be revealed. Something's being hidden from someone, but not in a way where it will do damage. I mean, maybe you think it would do damage if you expose something, but in the long run, it's actually going to be very beneficial. Like, something like that. Where did my other deck of cards go? Oh, they're right there. So, let's get your best advice. You got 3 major arcana. Someone's got strong Virgo, strong Cancer. Someone's moon can be an Aquarius because that's a lot of emotion on top of love yourself first. If you have an Aquarius moon, it's difficult to express. What's up, girlfriend?
I have my meeting at 10, but I have my DBA and then I have my monthly meeting, but you have to be there for the monthly part. So in about 10 minutes, I'm going to need you. I'll get you after my DBA, okay?
You need me in 10 minutes.
Maybe. I told you this yesterday.
Shit.
I told you 10 a.m. But I don't need you until like 10 probably.
1010.
I'll come back up. I need you.
1010's a void.
Do you think you could look at your phone?
And you have 1010 here. I didn't even pick up on that. Can I look at my phone if you need me?
Yeah.
Just start. I'll look. Just start the meeting and just say, "Do you need my ma?"
I don't know. She said it yesterday on her phone.
Okay.
She doesn't need you for the first part, but she doesn't need you for the monthly meeting. Or I could make another appointment for the monthly meeting, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, if you need me, you need me. Let's just get it done. Okay.
So you'll see my text if I say come downstairs.
If you need me, call me. I'll see that more, and then I'll come down. There's an opportunity here for a new start. 1010, and she said 1010, and then I looked down and it was 1010, so that would also be 1111. You already have some type of foundation. It's just a matter of what are you gonna do with it. Why? I'm not gonna cut my hair off. Why are you guys so worried about my hair lately? Why has it been such a topic for you guys? So something's going to be revealed soon enough. There's a void, an open void. There's an empty void here too. I feel sorrow, I feel love, I feel passion, I feel frustration. I feel like I think someone's in like Cancerian energy. I feel like this, I feel like that, but not expressing. Like they're someone that's very like this hermit, very aloof energy. Let me clarify the hermit for you. Tell me about the hermit. Like they want to have a conversation, but they're not even, it looks like they're not even talking to you, but they're like worried that you might end up with someone else. I don't know what that's all about. Because if it's a divine connection, it's a divine connection. But if you're purposely being silent for some reason, karma's going to come back and bite you in the ass big time. Yeah, you want to have a conversation. The Two of Wands here. It's a very powerful conversation when you do too. This card speaks of when you guys communicate or when you're together, you get lost within each other. It's like you forget about the outside world, but that's the way it's meant to be. You might be married or someone's married. You might have to leave a relationship, but it's like you know who you want to be with. Your heart, your hand is on the heart. Your hand is on the head of the person that owns your heart. So you know, because that's what this depiction on the card, that's what this card is all about. You know what I mean? And it's like, this looks like this conversation is going to happen, or you really want it to, and you're secluding yourself, but it's right next to destiny. Like, karma will bite you in the ass if you don't start expressing how you're feeling. It's gonna eat at you. It could actually cause depression. You might be dealing with somebody who's in a depressive state right now because they don't know what to do, because you're separated from someone you love, someone that makes you happy. 10 of Chalices, Queen of Wands. You're very passionate about someone. I don't know, you're not going towards it, but it looks like you might be pulled in that direction. It's like, you know you are, but you're being a wicked stubborn ass about it because the Emperor came out, right? So it's like, so some of you are not talking to this person, or you just don't know what to say. It looks like you're gonna have a conversation with somebody over the weekend, or you want to. Because all you got to do is talk about it, but you're so worried like something's not going to go in your direction. It's your own fears. So someone's already sitting in karma. Especially if you're not talking to someone, you are getting a dose of like, ouch. Because you're not following passion. You're not following destiny. You're starting to realize there's a connection here that's going to uproot your world. So you're trying, but like you're not trying. Tell me about the star. You need more confidence, but you don't. You think you do, but you don't. You're worried. I think there's competition, but I think you're the one that has the, I think you're the one that needs to choose who you want in your life. So I think because it's happening for you where it's like you got two to choose from. Wow, that had already flipped. And that's the devil. That's temptation. You might be dealing with a Leo, double Leo. Someone might have a double Leo placement. Just fear. Maybe you don't feel good enough or adequate enough. I don't know, but it's like, stop. You could be older. This Hierophant's older. So let's get your best advice. You're definitely not with, tell me about separation. You're not with someone that makes you happy. You were definitely put in a situation where it's like, damn. The Knight of Fire, you know, your best advice, go after passion, be adventurous. You're restless. It's a sudden shift of events that need your immediate attention. Time that the essence thinks, you know, start thinking things through. But it's the Knight of Fire, so it looks like your best advice is to go towards, have a conversation, go towards, open up a conversation, something, because whomever you're dealing with this Chariot, whether it's a Cancer or not, because it's pulling me back. You're going in two different directions, and it's like you can prevent that. It's like you're, I don't know, intimidated after going after it. They want me to clarify the Chariot. Because I think that's who you're dealing with. Someone in Cancer energy or Sag energy with the Queen there. It's like move forward. This is travel. Both of those cards actually speak of travel. Four of Swords. So it's healing energy. You have a chance for a new start, but like, I don't know if you hurt someone. Somebody might have just left you or is leaving you alone because you're the one in the relationship with the Hierophant, and they're like, fuck it, you can have it. You know what I mean? Like, have it if that's what you want. You know what I mean? It is, time is at the essence. You're doing something where it's like, because this is like a sudden event needs your attention. So it's like, if you're being pulled to it and you're not doing it, it is what it is. Like, tell me about heart-to-heart conversation. I'm just going to leave it at that because what I'm feeling, you got the Sun. So it's a very happy outcome. You know, it's also have that confidence. This is something that can grow. This is something that has growth. It's giving clarity. What was I going to say? Oh, I feel like if something, what I was saying, why, I don't know why it's like a sudden event needs your attention, because if you feel like it's destiny or it is destiny, there's no need to rush, but you're losing someone's attention. Like something's happening where it's like, because I'm telling you, you got that one energy with the Fools, like, fuck it, you go ahead and have what it is you have. Like, I'm not fucking with you anymore. It's something. But if it's meant to be, it will be. Baby, just let it be. But I think that's what you're doing. And it's like, what are you doing? You're driving yourself ape shit because you're the devil. Best advice for love yourself first. What positive cards that you have, though? This devil to me is just fear. You're just fearing it. It's the 4 air. You know, that's what came out too. It's to take a vacation if you want. You know, meditate, rest. Got to put yourself first here. And it looks like you're not. But it's also saying like you've rested enough, because that came out with the Chariot too. Like time to move forward, and not to mention it's a sudden event that needs your attention. You know what I mean? So it's like something needs your attention. Tell me about engagement. Now this is something that can escalate pretty quick. And you have the 6 of Wands with the Ace of Swords. So it's like conversation. It says try to look at something from a different perspective. That's why I saw that lamb too, I thought. But it's important to be yourself. It's an awakening. So it's like the sun can be an awakening too. So it's kind of like an epiphany moment where it's like, here I go. Here I go, yo. So what's the scenario? A celebration, a birth announcement, more need to have fun. You got a relationship here that can grow closer. There's forgiveness that's needed. Something about your futures here too. This just pulled me to, was it Earth I just read, where the spirituality card came out? Do you guys remember? Where it's kind of like, not the epiphany moment, but it was over the weekend, where it's like you realize you're on a spiritual path, and it's like, all right, okay. Was that Earth? I think it was Earth. It was water. All right, because I was just going to say, actually, I think water was second. We did Earth first. Okay, so you could be dealing with the water sign, and Cancer did come out first. But somebody's in that Sag energy. So like I said, if you're dealing with a Cancer and she's in Sag energy, but she's feeling the Fool energy, which is Aries, she's feeling empowered. She's like, fuck it, you can have what you want. You're dealing with somebody who's very strong. She could be extremely stubborn, because it just kept pulling me back to Taurus energy of the Queen of Pence that keeps wanting to come out. So you got a lot going on too. You're more emotions, and there's something karmic. So you're going to continuously sit in those emotions until you actually express those emotions. Can't keep my hands off of you. You feel like heaven to touch. Anywho. Yeah. Where's La Mama? I don't know. What do you need La Mama for? She's probably busy with the kids. So much energy with you guys. Good morning, Michael. Hooray, 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 hooray. Dun 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 dun. What's that? A snake? The snake people do that? The snake hypnotic dance? Yeah. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And I did just see that engagement. That one came out in every single reading except for water. Make an effort. Someone has an air moon. It keeps pulling me back to a moon. So someone's dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini moon. Okay. They keep coming out in 2. New love, heart-to-heart conversation. Ooh, who had... Damn, it keeps coming out in 2. We got
My teacher.
Hi.
For the meeting.
Hi there, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Tour of the house.
Huh?
Yeah, she
Get
went.
the tour here.
Oh, you're getting the tour of the house.
Oh, it's on the video.
Okay.
Okay.
So we Alana just did her first discussion-based discussion with me and did an amazing job.
Awesome.
So she's finished her first project already.
That's great.
So we're really happy. Really happy for that.
I'm just gonna put.
And apparently this is.
I'm just putting.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I'm just putting headphones in. Sorry about that, so I can hear you better. Okay. Yeah, I can. We're attached. I know we look cute, don't we? We look like a giant heart.
Use the wrong one.
She's my little mini me anyway. Mhm. Yeah, I think it's going great. Really, no concerns. She hasn't brought anything to my attention.
No, she helps me, but I never really need the help. Yeah. Awesome.
Fun.
Okay. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, I know she starts criminology next week too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I have math. Usually I take like 1 or 2 days off, but the other days I work for a couple hours a day. Yeah. No. Yeah. And math, and then I start marine biology next week too. I'll probably usually do that, but if I'm like a little more behind in one of my classes than I want to be, then I'll do like 2 of the classes in one day. Yeah.
Yeah, because you need one more elective, right?
No, I already picked it up.
Oh, okay. No, I'm good right now.
Okay.
All right, have a fantastic weekend.
Thank you.
I know, nice one.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Great.
too.
You too.
Bye.
Thanks. All right. Bye. Okay. I thought you were going to call me.
I know, but it was just so much pressure. She was like, okay.
So much pressure.
I just felt like I had to move fast. Like she was like, I have other appointments.
She's like, I felt like I had to move fast. Then we just had that energy of quick energy. All right. I love you.
Okay.
That was good. Is she the one that just had the baby? Her daughter had a baby?
I don't know.
I meant to mention it. All right.
No, I think she just got married. Or did
She
have
got
a baby?
married? I don't know.
Something.
All right. Love you. Okay. Sorry about that. She was supposed to call me. Remember? You guys were here and I just had that conversation with her. So, anywho, that was kind of perfect timing because we're going into air. We're going to do air now. Okay. So, sorry about that. I put the earplugs in. It was just like a monthly. She's homeschooled. So she homeschools herself. And she's going to start doing college courses too. Okay. Because she's a smart little cookie. She's a senior. And she wanted to get some courses in to see what she likes to, because she doesn't really know what she wants to go after yet. But she starts criminology next weekend. I think she's really going to like that. Originally, she wanted to be a lawyer. She's like, I don't really want to do it anymore. She's thinking about like private investigation or forensics. So we'll figure out what direction she goes in. My other one, my oldest, is nursing. So it's like two totally different spectrums, you know. But that's cool. She is a Scorp. She would be a good detective.
I'm gonna go out with court for a few hours.
You're gonna go out with court. Where are you taking me?
I'll be back probably 3-4 hours or so.
3-4 hours.
Yeah, you know Jan. See ya.
All right, bye. 3-4 hours? Where you going? See, the energy is like, it's quick. So glad it's Friday. TGIF. TGIF. I was like, where you taking me, Ma? Where you taking me? Where you taking me, Ma? Where you taking me? La Mama, hey, everyone was just looking for you. They were all like, where's La Mama? Where is she? I said, don't worry about it. She's taking care of her boys. But they missed you. So we're moving on to air. If somebody can just timestamp. I'm really sorry about that. I mean, she just charged in here and was like, come on, come on, come on. It's like, okay, we're doing this. We're doing this. Criminal justice. Yeah. I think she really wants to do like forensics. But I don't know if she can actually handle that. Like crime scenes. It takes a lot. She's a Scorp, so I mean, I guess she could, but she's very she could be very emotional too. Like I can't imagine going to crime scenes, you know, but we do need investigators. You know what I mean? Somebody who has a heart, somebody that will push to get answers, you know? So, but I think that type of job, you kind of have to set your emotions aside. We'll see where she goes. She's also doing marine biology, you know, which is ironic because that's what I wanted to do, marine biology or zoology. So, and she's been saying that since she was little. She's a Libra moon. So there's justice for you, right? All about her emotions. It's kind of ironic. She's definitely doing what her chart wants her to do. She's definitely doing what her chart wants her to do. And I actually have someone in my life that I know will always be there no matter what, that could actually help me guide her that's in that industry. give her a little advice, a little insight, you know. So that just occurred to me too. So any whoozy, let's do air, weekend air, right? Yeah, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Oh yeah, I was like, I feel like this is someone's moon. You deserve love and finances and career. So it's like you feel like, this is ironic because it's like you're in Cancer energy. I feel like again, all in your emotions. There's my air for me, right? Air for you. I think you're linked to water. Oh yeah, or this is just linked to your moon. Someone's got a strong moon air sign. No question. And that's what I was saying. That's got to be difficult to have an air sign in your moon, especially in Aquarius, because you would just hold your feelings in. Because this is like a rapid river. Like, let it out. You feel like having the touch. I want to hold you so much. There's something so precious here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it. You got engagement. Okay, that's come out in every reading. Something's going to escalate a lot quicker than you guys think. You got to stay optimistic, romantic feelings. One too many, though. There's just something delicate here, too. Someone's about to shoot arrows right at you. You got reconciliation and codependency. You got love arrows coming towards you. But there's something with a past life that's getting the best of someone's energy right now. Very soon. Decide what you want. Jesus, I just got wicked itchy. Can't take my eyes off of you. You be like heaven to touch. I want to hold you so much. Someone from your past is returning. It's past life. There's a past life connection. I mean, but there's something stopping. There's something like someone could be like codependent even on work. Like someone's just like all up in their emotions. So they're like, I'm just gonna work and stay distracted. Like it could even be like an addiction to work. You know, like an addiction to making more money. Like you just make money and you save it and you save it and you save it and you save it, because I could see somebody has done this their whole entire life. Like they focused on money. We need money. We need money. And it's, you didn't need money. You wanted money. I think that's what it's telling me. All right, you deserve love. So this is somebody who knows, is starting to figure out, like, I do want this. It is important. I am good enough. You know, 7 of chalices. So this is like fear. Something's going really slow. There might be something with irises. This is gonna sound weird, but no, like, you might be dealing with somebody who's got little nipples, like little aeolis. the aeoli. Well, this read's not for me. Oh, probably a little much. Got very personal energy here. Something's going to be revealed. You're going to tell me about the 7 of chalices. I think you're like, is this real? I think you're trying to decipher if something in your life is real. And if you have a past life relationship, you'd probably be like, I don't know. That was too many. 7 of Cups, 7 of Cups. That's a lot too. You got the Wheel. Something is turning. You got 5 of Wands. I don't know if there's insecurities here. I think you think there's competition. I felt that earlier too. In kind of like all the reads. But there's someone who makes you really happy. And this exact placement was just in, I think, water. You're going to be directed in what direction to go with the Wheel here. You know, it's like when the Wheel comes out too, it pushes you along. You can't stop the flow of universal law. Tell me about finances and career. I think the Queen of Cups came out on this one with the 4 of Cups. Yeah. For the last read, but I think it's linked. And it's like the whole past life thing. Damn, yeah. See, the same card. That was water, right? Yeah, they had that one too. You got 2 8s right here too. You're afraid. It's something with routine. Like that, you're afraid to leave your comfort zone. Like, I don't know if you have a reputation, some type of status, and you're worried about what other people would think. Tell me about the 4 of Chalices. You're just worried, or someone's worried about it's like life-altering energy I'm getting from this card. You might be dealing with someone named Robin. I just see a robin bird. Or you're seeing robin birds, but I think it has to do with a name, Robin. Again, that's like 5 cards. 4 Chalices. Queen of Chalices. This is crazy. This is the same exact 2 cards that came out on the same exact card. Can anyone remember if this was water or earth? This is the same exact. And I think I keep saying water because it's the Queen of Cups. But someone just had the same exact one telling you should go and watch. I think there was a third party. I think it was Earth. But I'm feeling water because you might be dealing with a Cancer or Scorpio, Pisces. But I think in the same exact one, it talked about the past life. And this is a reconciliation of past life. So those 2 signs are most definitely linked. So go watch Earth. I think, and water too, because water's coming out strong. I mean, I tell you guys all this all the time anyway. They all come together and match. It's all one big freaking story. It's just, there's just details, and when I break them down, more detail. Tell me about reconciliation. So this is someone you know, or someone you're going to meet. But I think my water signs are going to meet someone, but there's somebody coming. Well, no, that was Earth, wasn't it? I don't know. Go watch the first one. So yeah, Ten of Swords. So this is you've already felt betrayed, or you feel betrayed, or somebody needs to betray somebody in order to have a reconciliation with somebody. Someone was sleeping with someone else. There was definitely something. Because this is like, but this is almost like you still touch yourself thinking about this person. Something needs to be revealed to you. Whatever that is. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. It's like you're looking at it like it's a loss. You're over emotional, like there's desire, but you're upset. It's like you're all over the place. Okay. So we got the Tower. That came out in one of them too, in the previous reads. Someone's jealous. Somebody was sleeping with somebody. But the Tower's going to come in and shake some shit up. But to have a reconciliation. To have a new start. Tell me about the Tower. Someone's having makeup sex, or sex you shouldn't be having because you're doing it out of jealousy. Do not do anything out of jealousy, because do not sleep with somebody out of jealousy. That would backfire. Yeah, see, Eight of Swords. You would just get all wrapped up in something. It's like the devil energy. What's going to happen, okay, is someone's going to come in and want to reconcile, and you're going to be like, I don't know what the fuck to do. That's exactly what's going to go down. And that's exactly the kind of feeling I got from this read previously. You're going to be like, no, something's off. Something's not right. They could have just left a relationship, or you just got out of a relationship. Because there's somebody in the background with both of these. So someone's going to come in and want a reconciliation. You might be dealing with a Scorpio, but regardless of that, okay, you're not going to know what to do. You're going to be like, what? This actually reminds me of my raw loves I did. It was Taurus. There was like 3 signs where something comes in around the moon period that I told you guys about. And then you're like at a loss for words. I forget which zodiacs they were, but they were the ones I just did recently. That's this scenario. Could it have been Scorpio? I don't know. I want to say Cancer was one of them, or it was something like that. Was it Scorpio? There was definitely like 2 for sure, maybe 3, where you get in this energy of, I don't know what the fuck to do. I literally like, what the actual F? Like, it is like that for you guys. Tell me about codependency. So someone's going to want some type of reconciliation, and I don't know. You might be like, no freaking way. There's 3 people here. You might be like, I'm not doing this again. I deserve better than that. I deserve more. Like, but you're gonna question it. Codependency, like, yeah, see, someone's like addicted to like sex or passion or a fire sign. That's like an addictive card right there. Like the tad wee bit obsession. I don't think you have to worry about it. I do have those who have been following me a long time. There was an incident last year, and I had to do with an obsession, a follower of mine. and they're back, and they're back strong. But I'm being smart about it. If I have to contact the police, I will. But no obsession is healthy, right? But this obsession doesn't seem like you need to get the police involved. It's just maybe they're constantly masturbating, or this is you masturbating. It's just the thoughts won't stop. You want and crave someone, but whatever went down between you two is it's still going to leave you in the actual F energy. But be careful with obsession, and because that could be a completely different message for just you guys to be smart. Air signs, be smart when you go out. Ace of Chalices. So this is love. It's not like, but someone feels like they need you and they don't want to feel like that. So it's because you should never need, right? You should always want. So, but I did bring up, people do crazy shit around the moon. I just looked over there and I saw the picture of the moon. But I did bring up the incident from last year and possibly having to contact the police for my own protection. And this type of card does scream protection. So it's just a little exterior message for you guys to be aware of your surroundings when you're out and about with friends, whatever it is you're doing. Just be careful, because it's not good. I'm not really worried, but I'm more about that. I'm more the person where it's like, I'm good anyway. All right, I'll talk about that in a minute, because you need to be aware of this. But back to Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I don't, it is a message for you guys, but I don't think it's pertaining into this. But this is bringing me back to my Aries read that I did last year of domestic abuse, violence, something. But now this is turned into something obsessive, okay? But not necessarily in your case, but I do need to talk about it with you. But this is just, someone's gonna want a reconciliation, and you're really like, you're gonna be all up in your head, but there's love. You might actually feel addicted to this person, and it's throwing you for a freaking loop, because yeah, the Tower is definitely coming in. I just lost every card, and it's throwing you for a loop. Be careful if you're around town, going out for the weekend, doing something, because this right here is more it's not like dangerous, but there is danger I need you to be aware of. But and in my energy read, my energy exchange, it came out in, but it wasn't because it was in my energy exchange. It's because it needed to be announced, and it waited to the end, which is nice. I don't know if you guys remember that Aries read from like a year and a half ago. Something seems to be back. Okay. So best advice for you: deserve love, my air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This does look good. It just looks like you don't know what to do. You're just a little confused. I think there's some fear, worry. I think somebody just feels like, why do I feel like I'm so like addicted to like this person? I'm so addicted to all the things you do when you're going down on me in between the sheets, all the sounds you make, yada yada yada. I'm off tune. But so it's that type of like why do I feel like I just want to bite this person and put my claws in them? It's like that, okay? So it's a 6 of fire. Something's going to go in your direction. So you could be in the public eye too, but to me, something's going to go in your direction. Stay positive. It might be a small victory. It's like, it's a little step, but that little step is an important step. Tell me about finances and career, the best advice. This is linked to past life, whatever this is. You got the moon. Something's going to be revealed. And you got the 8 of fire. So it's a message. Okay, events are going to move a lot quicker than you think. All right, delays are over. But there's still something behind the scenes. So release that fear. So there is some type of fear. I don't know if it's work. To me, it's not money. Tell me about reconciliation. So your best advice. I think if this is what's linked to the fear. Like somebody did me wrong, but it's like, don't self-fulfill your own prophecies. And I'm telling you, that was either in the Cancer read or the Earth read. So go watch. Got the 2 of fire. So it's a new direction. You're coming into your own. It's a new partnership or a contract. Continue to move forward. So it looks like this reconciliation is going to go down. And if anyone's hesitating, that's the universe saying, don't. Time to go in a new direction. Tell me about codependency. This is just like addicted to somebody, but like it's not dangerous. Tell me about codependency. And now that's the first time I've ever read codependency like that. And it's the Chariot, move forward, which is in the same direction as the new path. Like, stop asking yourself why. You know what I mean? Like, just say disciplined. It's willpower. Go towards it. Maybe you think somebody is just an illusion, or you think they're looking at you as an illusion. Is it real? Is it not real? Because you had the first card out was the 7 of Cups, right? So it does look positive. Okay. You got the Ace of Fire at the bottom of the deck. You got a lot of fire. All right. An exciting new opportunity too. There's something with work here too that's about to be revealed. All right. So it's going to be very lucrative. So now back to the incident that happened with my Aries about 1.5 years ago. It was more domestic violence, jealousy. A lot of people were involved. They got themselves out of it. Some of them. I did not like to read that energy. It was awful. Okay. Like I said, you know, the stalker thing is back. It never really went away, but there's something more to it now. And if I have to call the police, I will. Okay. So I need you to be aware of this energy that's out here. Be safe when you're out and about. If you're going out with friends, if you're alone, if you're in a parking lot, I need you to really be aware of your support. And it's jealousy, you know. I actually have 2 stalkers, and it's bad because they think they're in love with me and they don't want to see me with no one else. And it's like, think about the energy that you're in, where it's like, this is the one, this is my twin, this is my yada, this is my everything. You know what I mean? This is why I started that channel, and I was wrong, you know. So, but it's like they get so fixated and obsessed, you know. They're convinced they're with you in another 5D, 8D. They convince themselves. It's sickening because it's just a little flirtatious energy, and then it turns into like temptation. Will she? Do you think she would? And then it turns into straight up obsession. And I've had this energy email me every single day since that incident still. And I had it in spam. And I haven't looked at my spam folder, I don't think ever once. And I realized it's still there, and it's every day. But one energy has kind of like pinpointed me. So it's important I get out of this house too and get into my own space. It's not good. Okay. So I'm not worried, but who wants this type of energy? And a majority of you know exactly who I'm talking about because you just do. But I have two of them. Okay. So please be aware of what's going down. I do get to the point where I just, not that I feel like, oh, I'm protected, nothing can happen to me. That's silly. I mean, this person could still get a hold of me. Would I end up making it out okay? Yeah, but it doesn't mean there won't ever be confrontation in a face-to-face, you know what I mean, altercation, because I've had that premonition. And one is a female, okay? So this energy is back and the cycle never ended, but now they're in another cycle and it's even stronger, and it's Mercury and the planets are retro and shit can get ugly. So I need you guys to be aware of your surroundings, please. It is important for your own safety, your own protection. Okay? Even a can of like mace spray, you know what I mean? Like, don't be like, oh, I left something in the car, and you run to the car and it's stopped these days. It can happen at 5 o'clock, you know, like, be careful, because I'm not lying to you. When I went out to my car yesterday and this morning, I was like, I feel like I'm being watched, or I got the half of goosebumps. Like, I don't know, but Spirit's telling me to be careful. There's no question. Spirit's telling me to be careful. Okay? I got the goosebumps, and it is what it is. Spirit can protect, but it's not good. I think I got to worry about one more than the other for sure. And I don't know much about the other. So be careful. Be on your toes. Whether something comes into fruition or not, you should always be aware. You should never let your guard down. You should just never. Unfortunately, it's like we do live in that type of world. I mean, it could just be a freak accident and not even someone who's an obsessor. You know what I mean? Like, you should always just be careful of this type of energy at all times, and watch your drinks. Oh, and we did see that in one of the reads. Watch your bag, your handbag over the weekend when you're out and about, your pocketbook. You know what I mean? A lot of us will wear those pocketbooks. It was more like, it looked like a little satchel, and it's like sometimes those bags hang in the back, and where they're supposed to be in front, but they glide to the back. You know what I mean? Someone can easily slip their hand in there in a crowd and snatch your shit. Okay? It's that type of energy of being aware, not you need to freak out and let energies get the best of you. But Pluto is here, and Pluto is paranoia, but I don't feel it as paranoia. Just be careful. That's the bottom line. Be careful. And I almost just did that cheer. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. So just be careful. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I'm going to eat some lunch, and I am going to be back. I want to use my Starman deck. And it's early and the house is empty. My dad went hunting again. Well, there was 2 deers in my backyard. And my mom just went shopping. Lonnie's going to be leaving. And I want to use my Starman deck. It's either that or my Infinity deck. I don't know, but I'll be back shortly. I'm just going to eat some lunch. Love you. I love you, Betty Boo. Yeah, and if someone can timestamp. Sorry for the interruption. I mean, she came storming in here to the point where I didn't even know what to say to you. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit. Okay, let me go do this real quick. So, but yeah, there's always divine protection. But just because you're protected does not mean something can't happen. You know, like I say that to my kids, like, yeah, you're protected in a car, or, you know, you feel like you're protected. And I know they're protected, but it doesn't mean an accident won't occur. It doesn't mean that this person or a person wouldn't end up in a wheelchair. Just because they're not going to die, it doesn't mean harm will come to you. You're not Superman or She-Ra. I know I'm going to have a long life. I know how mine's going to go, but it doesn't mean there won't be an incident or something that happens in between. I mean, I could end up in a wheelchair. Just knock on wood. You don't know just because you think you're protected like that. When spirit protects you, you're usually protected from dark energy. If something comes at you, forces come at you, sometimes you got to fight your own battle, you know? But if something like this comes at me, what I foresaw a year and a half ago, this person would just end up in jail anyway. And it does get physical, but they don't win in the end. So just hope that doesn't even happen. But it did get brought to my attention, and within the energy exchange, it got brought to my attention too, but I knew it wasn't that type of energy. But they made it real clear in the air energy to make it clear, to bring it to your attention, not to the extent of what I'm dealing with, but possibly. So be aware. All right, so I'm gonna go eat some lunch, and then I'll be back. Someone might be dealing with Arnold. Yeah, it's for every zodiac, but right there was air. But the tower is Scorp, but it was an Aries read. Okay. So be precautious. If anything, it's not a family member that's a target. You're the target. If it's something like this. Everyone needs a little like scare here and there in life, especially for the ones who feel like they're truly protected. You do need that little bit of a scare, because that little bit of a scare is a warning. Drive slower, or be more aware, or keep your distance. Or if somebody breaks in and there's altercation, it's telling you be smarter. Why didn't you have home security? Or why did you not have this? You know, so it's also a lesson too, you know, when you're gonna add extra security to certain stuff, cover everything. Cross your T's and dot your I's. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're not protected from every angle like that all the time, guys. You're not. I consider myself very much protected. I'm at the point where it's like I'm in all the other realms that I don't even need protection like that. I can protect myself. But it's still to an extent, you know? So be aware, because that energy is coming back. I think it's the energy more than the Aries read, but violence happens every single day. Domestic violence every day, guys. Right? So, anywho, I don't want to get into that topic right now. I will see you soon. I'm going to go have lunch. I did want to have a chicken cutlet sandwich because I made chicken cutlets last night. And my dad took them hunting, and then my sister took the last one for lunch. Okay, mind you, when I went to go get my coffee this morning, I literally legitimately stopped at a bakery to get fresh bread to have that lunch, and they ate it. You know how much work that was? That's like a hour prep, hour cook. And I only had half a cutlet because I wasn't that hungry last night. Mind you, I made 12 cutlets. 12 cutlets to have leftovers. And I didn't get any. All I got is a big pot of rice pilaf left over. So maybe I'll order something for lunch. It's like, what the frig? What the frig? I just wanted a cutlet. I knew I should have made veal too. I should have did veal and chicken. Because the kids wouldn't have ate the veal. You know? But my dad probably would have took all the veal because he's gone for the night. But that still would have left me a chicken one. I don't know. I freaking made 12 cutlets. I'm gone. I make really kick-ass cutlets too. And you know a little trick? My Nana would never agree, even though it's one of her recipes. But well, the veal one is. I use different breading for chicken and veal. But I put a little fresh lemon. I squeeze a little fresh lemon after it comes out of the fryer. Well, I do mine on a. I wouldn't put my cutlets in a fryer, but I do mine in a cast iron. And then I put, like when I put it on the paper towel, I'll squeeze fresh lemon before I put the provolone on it. I'll put provolone on the chicken cutlets, but not the veal. So good. Try it next time. You'll be very impressed. You'll be like, wow, what a difference it makes. I can't tell you my recipe. It's a family recipe, and it's made with love. And you have to pound the chicken, okay? And the veal. I don't care how thin it is. You got to pound it. You got to let it sit for a little while before you go start dipping them, all right? I grew up in an Italian family, troops. This chica knows how to cook. I actually enjoyed cooking. And not to mention, I was a stay-at-home mom, you know, for 17 years off and on. So I had all day to cook. I'm not a baker, though. Don't ask me to bake. I do make homemade whipped cream. Pretty good at that. Which means I could probably make a good butter. Pound it. You gotta pound the meat. I love you. I can cook a lot of things. Although I can't pull off Chinese food. My sister can. But not me. I'm okay with Mexican and Spanish. Although I suck at Spanish rice. But I can make a really good sofrito. A dry sofrito. I just need someone to make the rice. I'll go to the bakery. Just go to the bakery to get all my desserts. I don't eat dessert enough. You know what I mean? I do make a homemade chocolate chip cookie with my ex-husband's Nana's recipe. But she uses real Crisco. A lot of people don't use Crisco anymore. So next time you go to make chocolate chip cookies, try Crisco. Anywho, I gotta go figure out what I'm gonna eat for lunch, and then I'll be back. Okay? I love you. No, but I love Thai food. Love Thai food. I usually only eat Thai food when I'm emotional. Remember I went through that last year? I realized that I mean I turn to food anyway for comfort. I've been like that my whole life. I'm surprised I'm not a very big woman. But when I'm really bent out of shape, I go straight to Thai food. I don't know. I haven't done it in a really long time. I hope you're not giving me some type of message there. I love green curry. I love pad Thai. I just love Thai food. Yeah, I make a bomb dry sofrito. But I can't do the rice, La Mama. I even got the pan and everything. You know how many times I burnt it trying? Just I'm no good at it. But I can make good like pacalitos. Like I can make a lot of good other stuff. I just can't do the damn rice. And I can make other rice just fine. It's gotta be all in my head. You know? So anywho. I could probably cook Italian best. It's just in my blood, I guess. Ooh, I'm really good at Latin food. Like Brazilian food. It's not the same as Spanish. The Brazilians and the Spanish, even their rice is way different. So don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. But what I love about like Brazilian food and Latino food, like the amount of cilantro, fresh cilantro, and the vinegar and the onions. Ooh, I'm making everybody hungry. I love you. I'll talk to you guys later. Ooh, yeah. Now I want like a piccata, like a lemon piccata. I make a really good Alfredo. But man, now I really want a piccata. See, you guys got me thinking. Blackened Cajun chicken's good too. I don't think I've ever attempted to make that, but I love Cajun chicken. There's a place up the street called Jerome's, and it's not actually up the street. It was in my old town, so it's not like too far. But they make an awesome killer Cajun chicken sandwich. Maybe I'll just go there for lunch. I haven't been there in a long time. I went to Be Good the other day. They took a lot of things off the menu, and the avocado toast it's not even fresh avocado anymore. It's guacamole. How do you serve avocado toast, but it's guacamole? It's deceiving. It's a shame. It's a shame. Maybe I'll just have a bowl of Cheerios. Or Raisin Bran. I don't want to get in this fixation of food like that right now. Chick-fil-A. I don't do Chick-fil-A. There's a Popeyes not too far away. Everyone's bragging about their new chicken sandwich. But I don't do Popeyes. I don't really do fast food. The only fast food I do once in a while would be Wendy's. You know what I mean? Jelly beans. I'd rather go sit in a restaurant and eat something way better. I love finding all those little hole in the wall restaurants. Fresh food. Ooh, I love Greek food too. Savaki. The tzatziki is one of my favorites. Tzatziki sauce. There's a really good dip, a Greek dip I like. It's a layer of hummus, and then you do a layer of tzatziki, and then you do a layer of caramel olives, and then you do a layer of artichokes, and then you do a layer of feta. it's to die for. It's to die for. Like a garlic hummus, and then a tzatziki, and then the artichokes or the olives, whatever you want to do first. And you can do green if you want, but I love katamala. And then the feta, you'll be addicted to that dip. I'm so addicted to all the things you do when you're going down on me in between the sheets. I've been like, yeah, I had an old friend just hit me up the other day too. He's great. And we haven't been out to lunch in a long time. And it's about 2 hours away from me, but there's this place called Giuseppe's. It's in Meredith. Oh, it's like Italian. They make amazing like a stuffed. It's not even a stuffed artichoke. Oh, you know what I want is like a poblano pepper from like a Mexican restaurant. We're all over the map, guys, with food. We haven't done this in a long time. I should just take you with me and just go make a sandwich while we talk about what we want to eat. But I've been like on like this food, like I want this, I want that. Like I'm pregnant, I'm about to give birth. I had a dream the other night I was pregnant, and I was like, no fucking way. Like my tubes are tied, like no fucking way. Like, but shit happens, like a spiritual baby, you know, like it was meant to be. And it's like, oh, hell no. So it just means, you know, something's coming into my life, or it's me, I'm ready to give birth, which is exciting. And I did dream a fish last week. Stuffed peppers. I'm not crazy about stuffed peppers, but I like the poblano peppers. They got the Mexican restaurant with the cheese in it, and then they're fried. But my mom makes a stuffed pepper with like sauce. And no, you can give me a rice ball all day, but not a stuffed pepper. I love peppers, but I'm not crazy about green pepper. I'd rather have like an orange or a red or a yellow. You know, so you know what tastes really good on a turkey burger is a red pepper. But I'm not crazy about the stuffed peppers like that. I know a lot of people like that. Oh, you timed out Athena by accident? Okay, well, she'll be back. But you can give me a rice ball all damn day. I haven't made rice balls in a long time. But I don't like sauce on my rice balls, which makes me literally want to go to Lawrence. They have the best bakery in Lawrence, but you got to be careful on that street. It's one of those streets. But it's the best little bakery. But again, see what I'm saying? Like, I don't have fear. Like, I'll strut my ass right on any of those type of streets. Been on them, lived on them. You know what I mean? You feel protected on them. But usually when you live in that area is when you get that, you know, protection. But regardless of that, back to the don't be naive, you know. But man, I could go for some Triple E's pizza right now too. Do I want to take a ride to the beach? Maybe. But I think I'd rather have Christie's. Or maybe I'll just go make an egg sandwich. Alright, could we be done talking about food? I like filet mignon. You got timed out by accident, sweetie. Which is ironic because I'm pretty sure you got timed out yesterday by accident too. So strange. Or is that Athena? I don't know. I like Obi Easy. You're loving my energy today? Good. I'm loving my energy today too. What's everyone having for dinner? I don't know what I'm having for dinner. My mom took out chicken. I'm like, why are we having chicken? I just made cutlets last night. why are you taking out chicken? I don't like the same meat back to back like that. My mom was telling me when we were younger, she's like, remember this? Because the other day I made the kids burgers. It was my parents' anniversary, and I gave the kids a choice. I'm like, we're gonna do something real simple tonight. You want burgers or sloppy joes? And I was kind of rooting for sloppy joes because I haven't had any in a while. But they ended up with burgers. And my mom's been buying these Idaho potato, fresh cut, organic, yada yada. And everybody loves them. But I was like, Ma, do we have tater tots? She's like, no. And I'm like, oh. So my kids hate tater tots, but I like tater tots. And I was cooking dinner, so I was gonna eat tater tots. But my mom's like, we didn't have any. But my mom's like, do you remember the dish? Because I grew up in Minnesota too. She was born and raised in Minnesota, and they did a lot of like tot dishes. I don't know why. And she's like, I used to make this tater tot dish. She's like, do you remember? Do you remember? And I was like, no. And I was like, what's in it? Sounds good. You want to make it for me? And it was tater tots, cream of mushroom soup, like cheese on top or something. I was like, no, please don't make that for me. Like, that doesn't even sound good anymore. But my mom went to Minnesota a few months back for vacation, and her sister made her like a casserole, and it had tater tots in it. But she's like it was really great. But she's like, we grew up on tater tots. It was like a tater tot casserole, and there was like all different kinds of tater tot casseroles. So I don't know if it's like a Minnesotan thing. I don't know. But I was dying. I was like, no. I'm like, I'm glad you stopped making it though. Although I mean I like cream of mushroom soup, but like it has to be like in a tuna casserole or something, like not. And we don't make too many casserole dishes, but I do make a really good tuna casserole. My kids love tuna. That's like the only casserole dish I make actually. But I know it's simple when you can make dishes like that. It's nice. But there was something else. It was like it just took me back to like that chipped beef on toast that I used to have to sit at the table and cry because I wouldn't eat it. And I there was many nights I would cry at the dinner table, many nights, because I didn't want to eat what they were making. So remember that shit, chipped beef on toast? I think my mom used to buy these frozen fried clams too. Like they would, like a clam bake or something. Like it was just like frozen something in a clam shell. She would squirt lemon juice all over it. I felt tortured as a kid when it came to food. Lucy wants to comment. I really did. It was what's for dinner? What was on the table was for dinner. Whoa, slow your roll. Hi, Finny. So, anywho, I'm gonna go eat lunch so we can come back. Spam. No, we never did spam. We did hot dogs and beans. It would either be eggs and hot dog or hot dogs and beans. Like, it's ironic because we'd live nicely but eat poorly. It was very weird. Like, we used to have cube steak for dinner. My dad would call them cube steak. But it was like comfort food for them. You know, and to me it was like, this is gross. My nana used to make like a pasta wazoo or something. I was like, oh, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Like, it is so weird. Like, you should see like the house we grew up in and stuff, but like we would eat so poorly. I think because my mom liked to shop a lot. She still does. She really likes those jewelry stores and clothing stores. But I used to feel like there was always so much food, but it was like, why are we eating this? I don't understand. Like, all this stuff sucks. I would sit at the dinner table and cry all the time, but they would never try new things. And it wasn't even like, if you don't like dinner, make a sandwich. No, it was, you eat what's on the plate and that's it. You know? My kids are spoiled. They are spoiled. I was never that person. I was literally that mom where I'd probably make a couple different things just to please my children, because it's important what they eat, and it's nutrients too. You know, I'm not gonna. There's nothing wrong with the way I was raised and eating what's served by any means, but I do try to accommodate my children. I just do. You know, for the longest time, like Danny would get excited coming home because he'd always know he had two meals. He'd always know, do I want the steak or do I want the chicken? Are we having pork or pizza? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have four babies, so it was always like two meals. Or if it was one meal that I knew a majority of them would eat, the side would be like mac and cheese, or like I would always have nuggets and French fries or a vegetable. You know what I mean? But he used to love that. He does miss that, I'm sure. How could you not? Because he grew up the same way I did. What you make for dinner is that's it. You know? But I do cater to my children when it comes to food. It is what it is. The kids are pretty picky though. But I was pretty picky, and I'm telling you, I remember those days sitting at the table and crying. It was awful. Awful. I used to stick food. We went to Minnesota. I'll tell you the story real quick. We went to, I'll never forget it. My nana, we went to Minnesota. Me and my family, I had to been like, I don't know, 5, 6. And my dad doesn't like to fly, so we always drove. It was always freaking road trips for like 4 days. And I used to spit food in napkins or give it to my dogs or stick it in plants or stick it under the rug. Okay. And I used to get caught a lot, but every time they gave me a little leeway and they walked away, bless you, bless you. Every time they gave me a little leeway or I got a second, I would stick it in something like my clothes, my pockets, my shoes. I mean, they used to put me at the dinner table. I'd take my socks and shoes off. Okay. So, anywho, I don't remember the incident, but we went to Minnesota and my nana was putting away my laundry, and I must have put food in my underwear drawer. She had a freaking heart attack. She opened the drawer and it was full of maggots and flies. She opened the drawer, like, this is my nana. So afraid of like bugs, and like, she was like, I got my ass chomped out. Like, and I don't remember putting it in my drawer, but I did that with food. She would literally, I would hide it under soil, so there'd be fruit flies everywhere. They would find maggots here and there because I would spit my food out and put it under the rugs, whatever I could do with it. Guys, I remember putting food, chewed food, in my pockets, my shoes, my socks. I used to purposely wear my R2D2 underwear, like my undergear, my R2D2. It would cling to you, and I'd put it in there like it was a bra. Like I'm surprised like they got to the point where they didn't pat me down. I mean, eventually it was to the point where like this happened for years, my whole life. I don't understand why they couldn't have accommodated me a little more. See what I'm saying? Like, it's so fucked up. Like, if you knew I was this child and you knew I was this picky, why wouldn't you fucking accommodate your child after years and years of finding maggots around the house? Oh my God, I'm telling you. So funny. I have the best stories growing up. I have great stories. But it was little things like that, you know? I used to eat beef jerky. I loved beef jerky. But I used to eat dog jerky, not knowing it was dogs. And I loved it. And my parents knew I was doing it, and they let me. They let me, you know? And they used to have to hide sticks of butter because I would wake up in the middle of the night and eat sticks of butter. I had a butter addiction as a child. I'm telling you, it's fucking weird. Yeah, dog jerky and butter. Me and Laura, my friend Laura, she lived in the apartment upstairs from me. And that the song came out, My Name's Luca. She lives on the second floor. I don't know. We had to have been like 7 or 8. I don't know. Maybe a little older. And we were like, my name's Lori. I live on the second floor. We used to sing these dreams are made of these. I remember being on the swing with her. Man, did we used to sing. That's when we lived on the block. We weren't allowed to leave. That was in Lawrence. We weren't allowed to leave the house. That's when we stole that kid. Remember the story I told you? We stole a little girl to prove that her parents weren't watching. Because there was shopping carts. I grew up in Lawrence, guys, so there was shopping carts everywhere, you know? And we stole the little girl, and we took her around the block. And by the time we brought her back, and me and Laura were so scared, because we thought we were going to be like, shit, we're in big trouble. We just stole a little girl. And we brought her back, and none of the parents even noticed. None of the parents even noticed. Our parents didn't even notice that we left the lawn. You know? Sickening, yeah. Good old days. Good old days. Jesus. My first kiss, the John Breen School. I had to be like 2nd grade or 3rd grade. I was going downstairs into the cafeteria. This little Puerto Rican boy comes running up the stairs. Tells me how cute I look. He's like, you look really good in yellow. And he kissed me. And he ran away real fast. Oh, man. Oh, anywho, enough reminiscing. Oh, yeah. Oh, we took her right in that shopping cart. We took her right around the corner. We're all around the whole block. But that's freaking sad. Like, we left her. We put her back because we're in the projects. We left her right back. No, we weren't in the projects. The projects were across the street. But we brought her back to the same parking lot we found her in. Nobody was looking for her. Nobody's looking for her. Poor child. But nobody was looking for us either. And then we got to a little better neighborhood. We actually moved into my grandfather's house, which is my dad's papa. Still in Lawrence, but a better neighborhood in Lawrence. And then that ended up getting too rough and we took off. But I was at least allowed to go around the block. But remember the time me and Katie ran away over a sandwich? Because my dad made me something for lunch and I was pissed about the sandwich. And I ran away. And we ended up at a corner store. And we're like, where are we? And it had to have been probably like 2 blocks away. They're like, you're in Methuen. I'm like, what am I doing? We felt like, we're like, oh my God, we're in so much trouble. Because we lived in Lawrence. But it was the next town over. And we lived right next to the town line. But again, I ran away because of lunch. Lunch. See what I'm talking about? And you wonder why I have food issues. Because as a child, I didn't get what I wanted to eat. We ran away because we didn't like what we were being served for lunch. That was legitimately the reason. Oh, remember the time I took the pigeon in? Remember the time I told you that story where the bird was hurt and it was a pigeon and I put it in a shoebox and I kept it in my closet for like a week, and by the time my parents found it, it had an ace bandage on it. Oh my God. They're like, what is it? Why is there a fucking pigeon in the house? I'm like, and I'm crying. I'm like, don't get that. It was awful. Get the fucking pigeon out of the house. You're fucking out of your mind. I'm gonna shoot you right along with the pigeon. You know, like shit like that. It was great. Great fucking upbringing. Oh, my dad grew up in Lawrence in the projects, was in the Navy. It was great. It's great. Fuck this, fuck that. You wonder why I get my mouth. It's so hard not to. It's like it's such a common word for us. It's not even like a swear. It's not a swear in our vocabulary. We don't even realize it sometimes. You know? Yeah, I saved a pigeon. So I unwrapped the pigeon and I brought it outside. And by the time I brought it outside, it flew away. Thank God, because I really thought my dad was going to shoot it. It wouldn't be the first time. You know, so like, telling you, like, thank God the fucking pigeon flew away. At night, you'd hear, ooh, ooh. Like, I don't know how I got away with it for so long. I had this pigeon in my closet for like a week. Oh, and remember I used to light the match thinking I wouldn't get caught? Oh my God. Oh, I used to feed the pigeon too. I don't remember what we fed it. But as a kid, as a fantasy, my fantasy as a kid was to open my closet door and legitimately have a rack of candy. You know, the racks of candy when you're growing up in the stores? I used to dream and envision that in my life, to open my closet door and see a rack of candy. I remember that to that day. Like, I mean, I was fixated on that for years. But I loved candy. I still love candy. You know? But like, that was my dream. But instead, I got a pigeon in a shoebox that didn't die, that lived with me for a good week. But I mean, I used to bring bugs in the house. I was such a tomboy. Used to bring bugs in the house, gardening snakes, bumblebees, ants, you named it. Like, I wanted to save every creature. Like my parents would get wigged out going into my room. Like, they would have to check. Like, I would put ants in my pillowcases so they wouldn't find them. Worms, you name it. I used to save worms. Like, I'm not lying to you. It was Jesus. Now I understand why my parents are like, what the fuck? I was not a normal child, but I'm totally okay with not being a normal child. But I'm telling you, like, now I look back and like realize, like, I look back and I'm like, all right, they do got a little bit of a point, you know, like a little bit of a point. Like, I used to bring in bugs. Like, my mom, my nana, everyone, my dad would be pissed. They used to watch me walk in the house and strip down. Take your clothes off, socks and shoes, leave your sandals. I used to have the jelly shoes. Leave your jelly shoes. What do you got on you? To the point where I would be sticking it in my little R2D2, bringing them upstairs. Oh, the good old days. I used to leave trails of crumbs just to collect my bugs. Just to collect my bugs. I forgot how much of a bug person I am. I think that's why, like, I get so livid with the kids if they dare step on, like, ants or try to kill a bee or a spider. I forgot about that. It does. It drives me apeshit. I forgot how attached I was to bugs now that I think about it. I'm actually an insect lover. I don't ever remember bringing spiders into the house, so I was never big on spiders. But I know not to kill them, you know? So, oh man. I remember like keeping the maggots too, thinking they were just like little baby caterpillars. Oh, I loved caterpillars, inchworms. I think it's my favorite insect. But I used to like hang out with the maggots. I think I would name them. I'm not kidding. We didn't live in filth or trash. I was just that obsessed with bugs and insects and apparently pigeons. Yeah. It's ironic because now that I think about it, the birds always talk to me, guys, and I always say like they try to communicate with me. But as a child, I always had birds around me. Always. I used to have ant farms for Christmas. Every year I'd get a new ant farm. Now that I think about it, like, and we camped all the time. Family, huge campers. Used to go to Lake Champlain. Used to all over the place. Vermont mainly to camp. But and those were the best too. Because it was like, do what you want to do. Just don't get yourself in trouble and don't go swimming. Like, it really was like that. But I've always been in nature and surrounded by bugs. But think about it. Ever since I was on my own, I've had cats, I've had dogs, I've had snakes, I've had every insect you could think. I've had parrots, I have a tortoise, I've had sugar gliders, you name it. Like, I don't know what I would do without animals around me. It's like my energy. Like, they give me my energy too, I guess. I don't fucking know. I don't know what I'd do without animals. I could never. I could never. And I always wanted to live on a farm. I've had horses and I used to laugh. At least I didn't take the horse home. At least it stayed at the barn, you know? He passed away. And then I didn't get another one because they're a lot of work. But I always wanted a pig. And not like a little mini pig. I'm talking like a Vietnamese big ass pot pig. And that sucker was going to live in the house. Yeah, I didn't play with the maggots for like too long. I think I would just watch them. I was amazed, like, I was just amazed, even with the ants. Like, they amazed me. They intrigued me. Like, this little colony did so much work. Like, it was just, I'd rather watch that all day over TV. I had a lot of animals growing up too. We always had a few dogs at a time, a few cats. My ma used to breed Siamese cats, so there was always kittens. There was always animals. But boy, do I liked my aunts the best. Oh, I had a bunny. Yeah, I had Cricket growing up. And then when I purchased a bunny for my kids, his name was Chompa. I forgot I had the bunny. There's so many animals I've had that have come and go, and they've always died and stayed with me. Except we gave Chompa away. But I had a lot of animals. A lot of animals. I swear I am going to own an elephant sanctuary. There's no way I won't. It's my passion. Before you know it, guys, I'm going to have you donating to an animal sanctuary with elephants. I'm telling you. Next few years. You guys are going to be helping me out. You better. I'm pre-warning you. I'm giving you like a freaking 3-year warning. Okay? So stop putting your little pennies in a jar with an elephant on it, because I'm coming for you. When I open that sanctuary, coming for you. India. I'd rather do India versus Africa. So India needs more help. So, anywho. And I always rescue my animals. Always. Unless I find them outside. You had a sanctuary in Kenya? Oh, awesome. I watched a movie that I watched the other day, and there was an elephant sanctuary in Kenya. Well, it was right outside of Kenya. It was like that holiday movie I was telling you about. But I've been obsessed with elephants my whole entire life. But you guys know that. I think I have like 70 something figurines, elephant figurines. Those things are dying to come out of storage. They have been screaming my name. And it's not even my spirit animal. But they belong to Leos, but my life path is a Leo, so I guess it kind of makes sense. I'm gonna go eat. My daughter wants a candy. Don't you love when they do those snap photos? So FYI, 47 days till Christmas, 8 hours and 22 seconds. My energy was too much right there. So any, can you guys hear me? See me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah. So this is my Ma's. This is my Ma's Siamese. I thought he was younger, but he's older. He's actually 27, and his name is Spirit. She was one of his last ones. The last from the litter. The last from the Mohegans. Hi. He's kind of blind. Oh, Finn's a little jealous. All right, Finny, out of the way. That's Spirit. Huh, a little oldie one, Kenobi. And he's blind. But he's still kicking. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? He's I don't remember. Anybody know? Ooh. I forgot if she had the hot stuffed peppers with the salami and cheese in them. Yummy, yummy. All right, I'm gonna eat and then I'll be back. And yeah, look at no cutlets, just rice. So frustrating. I'll be back.